Yo, what's good YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to the Denver Bears franchise. We are locked in at 2 apiece here in the NLCS, and we are 2 wins away from going to the World Series. And right away, in game number 5, our offense gets going. Ozuna hits a home run. Arenado and Stewart are already 1 for 1. Arenado gets on base right there, and it's now a 3-0 lead here going into the bottom of the 3rd. But New York does get one back as Ramel Coffer is on the mound here in game number 5. We'll see if he can give us a nice lead before a potential go-ahead game. And Jeffrey Ramos comes to the plate and hits a grand slam, 7-1, and Nolan Arenado follows that up with a home run. We are on a tear here in the 5th inning, 8-1. A big sizable lead here for the Denver Bears, as we have not played from ahead a lot here in the playoffs. But here New York gets one back, a home run by Ramirez, as now it's 8-2. But here we are on offense again. We load up the bases, almost get some more back. Coffer is still on the mound, and we decide to go to the bullpen, bring in DeAnthony Pierre to perhaps shut it down, and he does in the 8th. Now on to the bottom of the 9th inning. Pierre still on the mound. 1 out, 2 out. Buxton gets a double, but then we get out of it. Ramel Coffer pitches 7 1/3 innings, 11 strikeouts. Gives up a homer, only 5 hits, 2 earned runs. He gets player of the game. But how about Jeffrey Ramos? Dude just continues to hit the ball well. Grand slam in that one. And now it is 3-2 as we return home. Now, last episode I said that we would be on the road for that game, but I forgot, like, the formats in baseball and basketball are all different. I mean, the 2-2, 1-1-1, and then the 2-3-2 format, it's all different. They change it like every year, it seems like. In baseball, it's kind of been the same, but you kind of get mixed up a little bit. But here in game number 6, we will put out our ace, Luis Severino versus Noah Syndergaard, and we will see the battle of the aces. Syndergaard's having a very comparable postseason to Severino, so this is going to be a pitcher's duel for sure. So here is Lewis Holman at the plate to lead off for the Mets, as we are 1 game away from going back to the World Series. Harold Ramirez in that 2 spot hits one hard up the middle, and that is Brian Reynolds who does run that one down. 2 outs now. That brings up Pete Alonso to the plate. He swings and misses at 1 in the dirt, and it will be strike 3. Severino has been absolutely lights out here in this playoffs. A little bit different than the last playoffs, because remember, it was Soroka who was our best pitcher last season. So here we go. Benito Ozuna leads off the bottom of the 1st inning. He smokes that one to center field and starts us out with a lead-off single. And that brings up Brian Reynolds hitting in that 2 spot. He grounds to second. This one should be 2. Thrown on to second, on to first, and Lindor. Strong throw to first will get 2 outs here in this inning, as that brings up Jesse Winker. Look at that average, 103 here in the playoffs. He has just not been the same player, but despite that, we have been very, very good. But he does hit one to the left side right there. It's knocked down, but they will rule that a base hit. Ramos hitting 667 in the playoffs. He swings and misses at some high heat, 99 mile an hour up in the zone. And both teams get out of the 1st inning with no damage done. Kyle Lewis up to the plate here in the 2nd inning. That's a swing and miss. Francisco Lindor, he also is swinging and missing. And that brings up 2 outs here in this 2nd inning. Brett Beatty at the plate. He hits one to center. Severino just cannot be any better right now. I mean, the guy is locating his pitches. He's not missing his spots. As we move on to the bottom of the 2nd, here is Zion Storm at the plate. He gets one over the middle. This one's driven deep. Will it get out of the park? And it's going to knock off of the top of the wall. Did not have enough power on that swing, but it will be a 2-out triple. So now we have a man on 3rd base, and C.J. Abrams at the plate, hitting 194 in the playoffs, and he swings that one low. He does have good speed, but it will just be a ground out to first base as Syndergaard does cover the bag. On to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here is Benito Ozuna at the plate. Remember, he started out with a leadoff single. This one's stroked deep to right field. It's gone. No doubt about that one. Syndergaard just threw one right over the middle of the plate. His 4th home run of the postseason, and Ozuna just has that power. I'm so glad he's been our leadoff hitter for the last 4 years now because he has been tremendous. I mean, the power that he has, he can change a game with that bat in that leadoff spot. Winker at the plate now with 2 outs, and he just cannot get right. He hits one to the right side, way out of the zone, chasing that one. On to the 5th inning now, still a 1-run game as here's Severino still pitching a gem here. Ground ball to third base, easy throw. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Patrick Mazeika at the plate, the starting catcher. He hits one to left field. This one just gets down in front of Ozuna playing in left field. And now they have a man on first base. I can't remember the last time they've had a runner here in this game. As now we move on to the next batter. This is Zach McKinstry, and he walks. So Severino in his first jam here. This is the pitcher up to the plate. He will bunt one down the left side, and Syndergaard is thrown out at first. So now guys on second and third here with 2 outs. Lewis Holman at the plate, who has hit the ball hard but just has not turned that into a good average. He hits one deep to center field, but this one will hang up in the air. Brian Reynolds runs this one down just before the warning track, and we still have this 1-0 lead going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Zion Storm leads it off. He hit a triple earlier. This one will be off of his back. So now a man on first base, no outs. You got to think we're going to send him here. 3-2 pitch. C.J. Abrams, hard hit up the middle and right to Lindor, who's covering the bag. And it will at least just advance the runner over. Severino at the plate now. We decide not to bunt him over because Zion Storm's got good speed, and it's going to be a fly ball to the outfield. It will advance the runner to third base. And here comes Benito, who only has the lone home run in this game. He hits one hard to the right side, and that one will be caught. Still in 1-0 game. A pitcher's duel like we said it would be. Pete Alonso to the plate now in the top of the 6th inning. 3-1 pitch, 1 out. He drives one to the gap. That one is going to be a ground rule double, as now they have a man on second base in scoring position. 1 out. Kyle Lewis comes up to the plate. He hits one to right field. This one's going to be a shallow fly ball. Ramos with a good arm in right field will hold the runner up at second. Alonso doesn't have speed anyway, as that brings up Francisco Lindor. 3-1 pitch, and he's just going to watch that one. I did not want to throw Lindor a good pitch because I know he's a good hitter, as that brings up Brett Beatty, hitting .370 in the postseason, OPS over 1,000. So we decide to pull Severino and put in Trez Jenkins, the young relief pitcher. He won Minor Leaguer of the Year in season number 1 all the way back then. So here he is facing Brett Beatty. Fouls 2 pitches off. 1-2 pitch inside, and it's going to be driven to right field, but it's going to hang up there. Ramos is under that one, and we get out of this jam. The 1-run lead is still intact. On to the bottom of the 6th inning. Brian Reynolds leads us off. He hits one deep to right field. This one's got carry, and it gets over the right fielder's head. It gets to the wall. Reynolds with decent speed, 65, will make it all the way to third base. An overthrow as well. We do decide to slow it up at third, but it will be a lead-off triple here for Brian Reynolds. Winker at the plate now. He's just got to get one in play, and he does just that. It's a ground ball to second base. It scores the runner, and it's now 2-0. Jeffrey Ramos at the plate. He barely misses this one. Oh, my goodness. He has just an ability to hit the ball hard whenever he makes contact, but this one is just a fly out to center. And now with 2 outs, that brings up Nolan Arenado to the plate. He hits one deep to left field. This one's got carry. Will it make it over the wall? It does. Home run. That ball just carried out of course, and it's going to be a 3-0 game here for the Denver Bears. And how about Arenado? Has not really hit too many long balls since returning to Denver. That one only had 92 velo. And now here we go on to the top of the 7th inning. Now with a 3-run game. Trez Jenkins is still in the pitch. He has not pitched more than 2 innings at a time this year. Fernando Mendoza comes in to pinch hit for the pitcher now with 2 outs, hitting .273. He goes the opposite field. That one gets through the infield. And now they have a man on first base here. Trez Jenkins, 2 outs though. Lewis Holman at the plate, 0 for 3 in this game. And he swings and misses at the high fastball. Strike 3 as we move on to the 8th inning. Still facing the top of this lineup, Trez Jenkins still in the pitch. And Hero Ramirez hits one to right field. This one does get down in the gap. It will be a double here for the Mets. Man on second base, you got to think we're thinking about the bullpen right now. But Trez Jenkins, we're going to let him keep going. Pete Alonso, 2 for 3 in this one. He hits one deep to right field. Ramos giving this one chase, and Ramos reaches his glove out there and makes a great over-the-shoulder catch. And now that brings up the next batter, Kyle Lewis, 0 for 3 in this game. 3-2 pitch, and it's going to be a strike 3. Outside slider and gets him to chase. And now Lindor comes out to the plate, 0 for 2 in this one. 2-2 pitch. Man on third. It's a flare to left field, but Ozuna with decent speed will get to that one. He had a good jump on it, and Jenkins gets out of that jam. And on to the 9th inning we go. Jenkins still into pitch. His 43rd pitch of this game will be a fly out to center field. It looked like Brett Beatty barely missed that one. As now we're thinking Trez Jenkins is getting tired now with 44 pitches, way more than he's expected to pitch here. So we go to our starter, an eventual ace, Justin Maxwell out of the bullpen. He gets his first relief bid in the NLCS. The first batter he faces will ground out to the right side, and now 1 out away from a World Series bid. Once again, Zach McKinstry up to the plate, 0 for 1, hitting in that 8 spot. This pitch will be outside, bringing it to a 3-2 count. 2 outs. Maxwell's 8th pitch of this game will just be a fly out to left field, and the Bears return to the World Series for the 2nd straight year. Hopefully this year will be different, but this Bears team is very, very balanced. We have an excellent rotation, and this is probably the last year we're going to all stay intact because Luis Severino is on a contract year. A lot of guys, we have to deal with their contracts after this season. But I got to give it up to our pitching in this playoffs as a whole. A shutout pitched by the three of Luis Severino, the trio, I should say, of Luis Severino, Justin Maxwell, and Trez Jenkins. Excellent job in the closeout game. And we advance to the World Series, where we will face the new reformed Detroit Tigers. They have a very good roster. Christian Pache in center field, Gavin Lux at second base, Ronald Acuna in center field. I mean, they have an excellent star-studded team. I don't expect anything else from a World Series bid team. And then their rotation is also good. Casey Mize, Matt Manning, Joey Wentz. And then they have Nick Frey coming in to close. I mean, this is a very, very good team from top to bottom. So we will have our work cut out here in the World Series. That's going to do it here. The Bears will face the Tigers. Hopefully this year will be different. We have the home field advantage this time around. So we'll see what happens. Hit subscribe. Hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I hope the rain don't